Welcome back to the latest part in my Total War long play. We are continuing with our play as Scarbrand. Oh, without further ado, let's get into it and see how we're going here. Right. Okay. So yes, that was my secondary army, I think. Yes, Scarbrand was over here punching dwarves. A bit of time to get itself warmed up again. Their army is doing pretty well, although they might be fighting some dwarves soon, but if they do, we'll see how that's going. And they're just recruiting a bit so that I can fight these orcs. Although it looks like they're starting to just be recruiting goblins. Again, what buildings have they got here? Orc ball boys and okay, they've got some. It's the guys. This is not terrible low tier units. Okay. Right. See where this leaves us. To be fair, if they keep moving their armies, so at the moment you'll notice that their army has the armory in the bottom right. I mean, it's currently covered by me. Ah, that's not visible. Well, we'll worry about that later. But one of the bright sides of our attrition is it means that the enemies around us tend to take damage from them moving through our territory, which means that once we've got a hold on an area, it's really painful to take it off us. Every single army that you move through just constantly takes damage as a result of it. Right, if I go to declare the war, if I go to declare the fire, if I can beat him, and I can, that's highly worth it. Bit more cash out of it. Back over there. See how we're doing over here. Let's see. Dwarf warriors, quarrelers, miners. Oh, excuse me, just had to sneeze. In that case, then I think the smart play here is yes, we'll attack. Vanity, perfect vigor, and unbreakable. Like a perfect gift for those. Which of these is worth it? That one for now. We'll go over here, see if we can earn something off this one. Okay, so this one will just burn that one to the ground, gain another 1,000 skulls. Is it worth? I mean, I'm trying to work out whether our army could take them. Because they've got a couple of decent units in theirs. And like most dwarves, they have a pressing amount of armor, which means it's going to be tricky. These are armor piercing, but these aren't. I think best decision is that's worth 15,000 and that's worth 5,000. So we'll move this away. Because if we do that, when's my unholy manifestation going to be available? 7 turns. Okay, so I'm going to lose I'm going to lose a round of rage, but that settlement should be more than. Again, we don't necessarily want to. We don't need to fight this army. We just need to weaken it. We're just here for the money more than anything else right now. See here. Yep, more weapon strength. I see no reason not to invest in you, buddy. Thrami, yes, we want casualty replenishment, and then we want... Right, so based upon the fall, let's just start reducing our recruitment costs, because our units are really, really pricey right now, it turns out. Get there in one turn? No, I can't get there in one turn. Right, so... Do in that, and we'll... Recruitment. Uh-huh. Settlement has now upgraded itself. Hold off on investing there for now. Oh good, they're all going to complete soon. That's going to be a nice buff to us. I think that's 4,000 gold, but I think that is worth going for. Okay. Let's see how this looks after all this. The real question is, what is Thoric Ironbrow going to do here? Where they move is going to affect what my plans are. Because if I can get to Mount Arachnos, that will be really, really good for me, because that place is worth like 15k gold. So that's the one to invest in. The only risk is if we go over there and find out that there's a Dwarven army waiting for us in the settlement. But the legendary law's there, so I'm going to take a wild stab that no, there is not an army here. And there'll be another one for us to take next turn. Even better. Right, great. So yeah, we'll take the settlement. We'll then bounce into that settlement over there, and then we'll see what's over here. Which I'm suspecting, looking at the map, is going to be Tomb Kings, which is even better for us, because they're a great target for us to hit early, because Tomb Kings take a little bit of time to get going. We'll have lots of armies with lots and lots of units in it, but those units won't necessarily be... That colonized itself. It's good. This colonized itself. Well, I might as well invest for now. So we'll have some bad money this turn. Okay. Yeah, so we'll activate that. Yeah, we'll activate that next turn. This army just needs to replenish for now, so I think they'll replenish last for a settlement. Let's just double check. Yeah. We'll leave them in a settlement so they can just quickly replenish, because once they're good to go, we can punch this army, because they're going to get weaker and weaker and weaker the longer we go on. And that's all good. Cool. Right, yeah, this is all... I think this will be the episode where we finally start accelerating. As long as that second army can keep our territory back home relatively stable and just keep punching those orcs whenever they get near us. Scarbrand is now in territory where they can just keep taking land, just keep attacking settlements, and keep earning big sums of money and just going on the rampage that is exactly what you'd expect Scarbrand to do. Ooh, what we got here? Benediction of Blood, Recruitment Cross Down, or a free hero. I would like... I would like a hero. Right, so now we hit this place. And we take it for all the money we can get. Fun. Oh well, we'll have it for the other ones we're going to do. And then we're going to move this away so we can get down to this place. How much is this one worth? 13,000. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Oh, and there's another one. This is good. This is earn us loads of money. This is exactly what we like. They are in a good state. Goodstone Mine. What's that one? That one's over there. Haven't got any enemies to the north currently. That's where we'll end up with enemies soon. But we don't currently have any enemies over there. Oh, research. Make our hounds better. Make the skull throne even cheaper. So I think at that point we're up to like a 50% reduction in cost. Make our bloodletters replenish faster. Okay, that's really tempting. Fire resistance for our mounted units. More skulls from kills. Better cannons. Better minotaurs, that's tempting. Grants Corn's gift. Okay, oh, it's a pretty good banner. I think for now I'll stick with reducing the skull throne cost even further. Because, yeah, so that's going down dramatically and it's becoming... That feels like the sort of thing I want to be using as regularly as possible. Okay, so that's going to hold there. So in that case, Visitor Mines we're holding for now. So let's... Generated from post-battle we've already got. So income from all buildings. Weakening enemy leadership in the region as well. It's not bad. Gain public order when fighting battles and increased chance of colonizing ruined settlement, while also giving us corn corruption. Oh, and it also guarantees attrition. I think debuffing enemy leadership is actually the way to go. Especially against, like, orcs that are using, at this point, a reasonable number of goblins. They will be particularly... Ooh, come on, build. Ancient Boneyard. Oh, cool, right, okay, that's definitely something to look forward to building. Yep, second tier of that building, almost certainly. Ah, yes, the Cornate Harbour. Nothing more terrifying. Stormhenge is in a decent spot. Okay. Upgrading the main settlement buildings, and I think got another upgrade into which one was Storm. Should I bother upgrading the garrison again? What benefits do we get versus it? 2 bloodletters of corn and 1 chaos warrior of corn plus the other effects, or 2 units of corn with halberds. Well, that's not enough of an increase. So instead, we'll build one corruption like in this. Special punishment for any armies in the region, as it should be. But they're going to be at full strength soon. I believe I had a hero recruit. There we go. So I'll move you over to there. You can go and get better in that army. Bulgazran is pretty strong garrison, actually. Ooh, skill points. Oh, skill points for Scarbrand. What does Scarbrand need at this point? Making bloodletters better or making our humans better? I think our bloodletters better is the way to go. More melee attack and more charge bonus. That is what we'd like to see. Is it worth recruiting anything into this army? Camp stance. Not to put another unit or 2 in there. Would be earning decent money. Okay, so that's how much it's worth. But we're earning decent cash as it is, so no. As long as we keep fighting things, as is the way with this faction. As long as we keep fighting things, we'll be in a pretty good position to keep making gains as far as it is. We just have to make sure that Scarbrand keeps finding new settlements to punch every turn. I think this is a much more stale position than we were in. At the very least, I'm not sitting here wondering how I'm going to hold on to my last city this time. Which is, yeah, say, I always find these campaigns to be a little bit nerve-wracking at the start because I'm not sure quite how well it's going to go if I'm going to make some terrible decision. As much as I enjoy these, I would be lying if I said I believe I was a tactical genius in all situations. I'm fully capable of making the mistakes. Right, so I want to move you to there. Not taking attrition. Would you be taking attrition if you marched all the way through? Okay, I can move you there. That's good. Okay, so let's see here. Missile resistance is nice, but not essential. Spell resistance is useful. Leadership bonus. The leadership's alright at the moment. So we're on to weapon strength and health, and speed and health. I think health at this point. So you are already getting to the points where you're exactly what we need you to be. That is a dangerous murder monkey. Ah, yes, good. So they're bringing armies up to deal with us now. So we can move up into there. I'm not going to worry about upgrading that building. You up to there. Get there eventually. Galbaraz. Oh wow, it's worth some money as well. Oh yeah, it was worth some money. Okay, so we're still a bit off actually upgrading this place, but that's okay. Oh, to be fair, it's already in the process, so nothing to worry about there. Any of those worth doing? Oh, okay. So in that case, then we'll just go for what does this one do? Okay, right. So it's the same as the other one, but it's just like the highest tier settlement variant. Let's get a bit more casualty replenishment there. Oh, might as well invest my money while I'm here. Spend it while you're rich. I'm not going to invest in that settlement though, because don't think it's going to be sticking around for very long. Relatively expensive upgrade. That's relatively cheap. Yeah, it's relatively pricey, but it does give us money. That we'll invest. No point not to. Do any of our other settlements have upgrades that we can put into them? Nope, they're all building. They're building, and they're building. That is reclaiming itself. Cool. So yeah, so we're going to take this settlement here, and then we're going to see, because I think there should be another settlement here-ish, looking at where the roads are combining. So, let's see how this looks. Oh yes, we're having a good time here. It's slowly coming together. Yeah, no, I say I find the one campaign is what is effectively just going on a rampage across the entire map. I find rather relaxing, considering all you're really doing is just smash settlement, find new enemy, smash settlement. There's not really sort of like, well, at this point, I'd struggle to run more armies, so it's quite tricky to like be in a situation where you're having to micro lots of armies and do those as a settlement development. It's a lot simpler than a lot of other ones you could end up in. Not as much, didn't earn as much of that one. Deep sadness. Okay. If I go... Ah, oh, wait, Orion's camp? Really? Okay. Where could we go here? You know what? Oh, I don't see a reason not to punch a few lizards. But I think before that, go for... Right, could I get there in one turn, do you think? Probably could. Well, we'll fight our way back home. There's plenty of Tomb King settlements on the way, so we'll just keep going for those. This may turn out to be a bad decision, but I think at this point our armies can handle it, so we'll make best use of it. The next level of it will be a little bit more charged. Okay, good. So charge bonus and attack bonus for all of these units here. That works in our favour. Okay, now they're taking attrition, and they are definably weaker than us. That is really good to see. What's the mission? Defeat them in battle. Excellent. Ooh, let's just check my items out. This character can have some better ones equipped. Wow, that's a lot of bad items. Those. And me just quickly going through the UI. I really wish that. Well, no, it wouldn't make sense to include like a quick option for this. Okay, Talisman of Preservation, good. Firestorm Blade, I already have flaming attacks. Melee attack and Torment Blade, yes. And you've already got good armor. That'll do for now. Any ancillaries which aren't being used elsewhere? Income from sacking settlements. Oh, definitely. Bonus experience gain. Get through all these notifications of it telling me, hey, you've got all these new items now. But, right. Eventually we'll get to that army and eventually we will increase its mobility. But for now, it's just got to keep chasing down orcs. The orcs. Right. Armor and Silver Seal. It is still 10% weapon strength, even if it's not ideal. Ancillaries that we've got that spare for you. Nope, good. Okay, that's all happy days there. We're not investing in there deliberately, and Scarbrand is going to get ready to declare war on the Tomb Kings. Good, good, good. Very good, very good. Oh. So I think I might end up slowing down on the Total War production next week and trying to intersperse it with. Well, I'm actually not sure what I'm going to aim for, but I think I'm going to try doing either Battletech or something similar. Something a bit more diverse. Let's just equip these banners, make sure that they are. Which is this one? It's enemies in range and does damage if in melee. Cool. And spell resistance and magical attacks. Pretty confident everyone's already got magical attacks here. Let's put it on you just in case. Be replenished. I like it to the point now where when the enemy fights us, they're actually giving us the cost of the army back because of how much we're earning from fights now. That is how it should be. Right. Go to Orion's camp, and I could take that. It would basically be zero risk. Could also go here and take this. I think I'm going to go this way. How strong are they? Rank 16. Okay, so they're currently rated a bit higher than me, but see how long that lasts. Really, so I don't think they've got any armies in this region. That wasn't even worth that much. That's unexpected. Are any of these worth any amount? That's 7,000. That's that one's worth a bit, so we'll go that way. Okay, so I'll have to very rapidly put some more units into the army. Are they particularly range focused? Not hugely. Use the letters in there, and that should do the trick for the most part. Now this army, operation, go and finish off. If I put you in march stance. Go that way. This way I can get you there. Give the increased mobility, get that army stronger. Move you in that stance. Yep. We'll order replenishment time, very much so, and reduce upkeep costs, very much so. And my other hero, we're going to keep giving them health. They need it. Don't worry about that settlement, but how are the other ones doing? That one's now been colonized. We'll begin the process of investing over here. See here. How's our control? Might as well buff our control in that region a little bit. That's expensive. It'll be done soon. That's only just upgraded, but we might as well invest here. Battle loot allowing adjacent regions. Yes, yes, yes. Skip that. Good. So the yeah, because at this point it's also, even if we lose Scarbrand's army, it's not actually the end of the world for us. So just sending them as sort of like a guided missile of blowing stuff up is also kind of in our interest as well, because as long as they keep earning us money, because yeah, they're gonna see, because they've noticed that we're coming for them now. Like my interests, so I'm going to deal with that. I don't think the Tomb Kings could get to me in one turn, based on where I saw them before. Ah, okay. Another free settlement. Yay. Let's see here. That says that'll be a relatively even matchup. So if I aim for Khemri, I can't see an army in this direction. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And enough to so keep moving you towards Khemri, because okay, so it's got a big garrison, but and it is a notable but. That garrison won't necessarily be composed of the highest tier units they've got. We'll still recruit some more units, just to make sure. Oh, and it seems I've now got access to... actually, I will start recruiting a little bit of anti-large into that army, just so I've got access to the resources for it. Move you over here. We'll invest again a bit more. You haven't got... Your recruitment still takes a little bit of time. Okay, that's all good. And that going... Keep going with... what little economy we can get. We haven't got loads of things that will generate us cash, but we will invest where we have them. Yep. Tell me to. Oh wait, oh, I've claimed another settlement. Excellent. Right. So the big one will be if we can take Khemri. That'll be worth an absolute mountain of gold to us. And yes, the Rat Man taking our territory. But we can still break that army once we get around to it. We'll stop investing in those settlements for a little bit, the ones that haven't got a garrison. Take Khemri, and then I can move towards New Mass, and then we're basically back in the region we want to be. Then we can mobilize our forces and take out one of our enemies for proper. Right, this is going to be the big moment though, if I can take Khemri. I believe it. Worth it, 100% worth it. 41,000 in the bank, perfect, that's what we wanted to see. Oh, it's a good day to be me. Right, well, go towards Numas then. I'll into March stance. Right. This will be the test though. If not, we can just run away, but a win is a win is a win. And we'll take as much replenishment as we can get. Sack that settlement, and then we'll move in and we'll capture it. Yes, good. And now they've just got that one settlement left. Is what we really wanted to see, so that is some good news. Cost the army a bit more. Yeah, I say our upkeep's getting into the regions of not absolutely terrible now. That's really good. And we want melee attack on you. That's really good there. Oh, it's all coming together now. Yeah, because now those orcs are basically a non-threat to us, which is amazing. Increase the replenishment of our bloodletters. It seems we're making so much use of them at the moment. Invest all that money now and try and make sure that we get as much value out of it as we can. Because now is the time to spend while we are rich. That is how we're going to hold on to all of this. Ah, Scarbrand. So in your case, my angry, angry friend, we're also going to invest in making our Chaos Warriors better. So what do we get from it? Armor and melee defense. So sword and shield. Got it. So the demons will be our sword and the Chaos Warriors will be our shield. I'll working together to be terrifying, murderous monsters. Well, in that case then, seems we are not in... Since they don't seem to be going for the settlement, I will put some money into it now, since I've got a little bit to spare, and it's no longer a big loss if it's taken from me. It's inconvenient, but it's not a as much an issue for me. Yeah, so a turn of, no, with a turn of replenishment, we can probably hit new mass and not lose any units. That's all good for us. I know, I want to declare Angrand. That was a problem I was expecting to have to deal with later. Oh well. So, the dwarves are very much a ride together, die together faction. So I'm going to have the joy of dealing with every single dwarf hating me on account of the fact that I've already punched some other dwarves. I might not have alienated all of the Tomb Kings with my actions so far, so that's at least something. Not much, but it's something. Right, let's see if we can take this and not lose any units. Worth it. Move. Well, we'll just get you moving on the road back this way. Get you back in friendly territory. Okay, so I'm at the very edge of your march stance. So, is that going to be a Skaven settlement? I think almost certainly. Let's go find out. Good. Wanted? That's one of them, and yay, even more money in the bank. And we'll just... more skulls. Of course more skulls. Skulls for the Skull Throne, that's what it's about, right? That's Khorne's entire MO. Leadership or speed? Speed's better than... Speed's more useful to me at this point. Best over there. Yes, this is... That is going strong. I'm probably going to lose Galva... I mean, I say that. It looks like they're going for the Ruined Settlement more than Galvaraz. At the very least, I think that army's going to start making some decisions about turning around now that it's in... Now that there is Scarbrand on its way to come say hi. But we will... that is very much a case of we will see. I mean, if they turn around to fight me, that'll be a different issue, because I think I'd actually end up running away from them if that happens. I need a couple more turns of replenishment before I consider it. Or is that going to be them asking for a peace treaty? No, that's not in my interests. So yeah, right, so they're going to give me time to replenish before I get to them, so in that case, I guess Scarbrandon's going to be running towards them at full force. I think the end result of this is they may punch one of my settlements, but I should then be able to wipe out their army in the process. So, I think that's quite an acceptable turn of events. Right, yes, my army is already stronger than them. So in that case then, let's not risk anything. Let's just move. And... I think I'll raise that settlement. Skulls for the Skull Throne indeed. That is burnt down. Put you in camp stance and we'll move a bit over here so we've got some replenishment going. There's your movement range and upkeep reduction even further. Oh my word, we're earning money. We're actually earning money. I'm no longer in debt. This hasn't happened before. Yes, garrison there, definitely. Infernal Citadel. That's when you're rich. It's easier than when you're not. Shouldn't lose Galvaraz, that's fine. That's holding. I don't know why it's got that green marker on it, but I'm sure that's nothing to worry about. Ah, yes, there we go. So now they've retaken that settlement, so I'm assuming they're going to come for the settlement now. We're going to lose it, but it's not the end of the world because we can afford it now. I think Queek's going to go for one of these two settlements to try and take them. But I'm going to be constantly replenishing them, so at the very least that army should be quite easy for me to remove. There we go, back to losing money. I know what I'm about. Yeah, might as well keep replacing units in the army while we're there, because you're going to need to take that settlement at some point, so... Okay, so I know that... I wonder if floating village is going to be a Skaven. Push into their home territory and attack there? Because their army, like, their best army is clearly... Like, I know where their best army is, and... Skaven may have... Yeah, there we go. So I knew they were going to take one of my settlements. Are they going to take it, or are they going to just... Oh, let's go sack it. Okay, that's even better. Great. So now I can just send Scarbrand in, and because even before they fought their battle, Scarbrand was strong enough to beat them. So now they'll have taken casualties, and they'll not be getting any replenishment because they're not in good territory for them. And I can use Scarbrand to just finish off whatever's left of them. Easiest solution to this problem. And another settlement just that settlement really wants to be really badly wants to be brought in. Yeah, that is so in our favor now. They're gonna run away, but they can't run far enough. There we go. And get as much money as we can out of them. I mean, that battle was worth 5,000 gold, so thank you very much. And we'll go for... I don't know if that's a Skaven settlement or not, but I guess I'm about to find out. In my case, I'm going to move forwards over here. Okay, yeah, so they're going to be recruiter. What have they got as an option? Goblin units and a garrison. Okay, so that yes, they are doing everything they can to try and survive currently. Keep upgrading our infantry to make them just a bit spicier. Repair that. It's all good. They're all fine. They're all fine. I'm assuming that we've got a dwarf army probably coming towards the settlement soon. Not yet. Okay, well that's fine. That's a problem for later. They're still recruiting, but they are early game Bretonnians, and by the looks of things, they keep sending armies in a different direction that's not me. Makes me think they're having a bad time somewhere. Well, upgrade that settlement there. Yes, yes, yes. Scarbrand fought this turn. This army will decay if it doesn't fight this turn, so I might as well. Science is a bit of gold as well. It also gives us a bit of movement speed as well. I can recruit now, and again, I might as well invest while I'm cash rich, but this time I'll invest in some anti-large, because we're getting to the point where having a bit of anti-large around is probably prudent. I'm assuming that settlement's going to be a Skaven settlement, but I mean, odds on it could actually just be a ruin. But if it turns out it's good for us, yeah, there we go, that was anticipated. Alright, so we'll leave them alone and let them rebuild their settlements, because that means when we come back and decide we want their land again, they'll all be worth loads and loads of money. Oh, it's like farming in the worst possible way. We'll just let them build their civilization up, and then it'll be worth more when we come and burn it down. Oh, it is Skaven. Excellent. Just what you wanted. Just any other faction's like, oh, curses, there's Skaven in that settlement. Us, it's like, hey, Skaven, wonderful. I was looking forward to a good fight. Well, Skaven, so maybe not a good fight. They're going around there. I don't remember if I checked that settlement. Colonize now. Might as well spend all those skulls we're building up piles of. That's there. Right. Locals of Wrath is my go-to. You're getting stronger. Oh, we've got damaged buildings. Slowed your development slightly, but we also managed to result in Creek Headtaker being in a very bad position, so that's okay with me. Right, so we'll send Scarbrand to deal with the floating village. I'm gonna send Morcar here to have a go to see if I can deal with Wurzag's faction, because he hasn't got a big army, and the garrison, whilst it's an alright garrison, at the very least, I don't think even if we just need to just besiege them, it should still work in our favour. Okay, so Scarbrand can punch Goris as well, because don't leave beastmen in your territory, even if they're not currently at war with you, because at some point they'll just declare war on you, and then they'll just raise your settlements, because they don't capture, they just burn it to the ground. So my recommendation is, if you see a beastman, burn it to the ground. It's just not worth leaving them around. They won't do anything helpful for you. They're an infestation that needs to be cleansed. I will die on this hill. Wow, what the... So in other parts of the map, one of the main Cathay factions has just been wiped out, so that's interesting. Oh, straight up, we can just take them out. First I'm going to take the money, though. I know what I'm about. And then I think that should let me then occupy it, yeah. Then the skulls, wipe them, and that wipes the bloody hands off the map. And that gives, wow, it's a province. We want to spread corn corruption around the world and reduce our building costs, I think. And in Scarbrand's case... Okay, you're starting to lose a bit of rage, but that's probably to be expected, all things considered. Just because we're moving through this blasted swamp all the time. Okay. You there, and then if I put you to march stance, can I get you across that river? Yes, I can. But then next turn, I'll go for floating village. I'll capture that. I'll send Scarbrand up here to deal with this. And this army is what we're going to use to fight the dwarves, which will be slightly better for us because we've got armor piercing anti-large, and we've got armor piercing all over the shop here, as well as a couple of decent units here to make sure that we can take our sieges. These settlements are now getting... public order isn't great, but that's, I guess, just a corn problem. Periodic rebellions is probably to be expected. We want casualty replenishment, so that we can keep fighting more battles. And what's the last thing we'd go in here for immediately? I think more skulls. And army is this one. This is a dude. Well, in that case, I want to start making you really good in a fight. And this one I want to keep investing in resistance and foe seeker. There we go. That's starting to look like a faction. So yeah, Scarbrand takes floating village. Morcar, Lord of Sinew? Sinew is always been... Sinew. Yeah, Sinew. Morcar, Lord of Sinew, is gonna go and start trying to punch dwarves. long as we aren't fighting them in home territory, we can probably take them on an open field. Oh, I see. It's giving us. Oh, yes, please. What's this? The sheer carnage caused by a Cornet host has drawn the blood god's attention, so he sends one of his most exalted servants to lead to even greater acts of blood. Bring us to the slaughter. I would like a bloodthirster, please. Yeah. Morkar's a bloodthirster now. Oh, this is what we like to see. So yeah, that's one of my favorite parts about. So as your lords do particularly well as bloodletters, eventually, if they do well enough, they get recognized for it and can turn into bloodthirsters, which is awesome. Because bloodthirster lords are chef's kiss, excellent. Right, we will burn that place down, and then we will punch these beastmen. Yes, of course no allies are coming and getting involved. I don't have any allies. Yeah, they might run out of my range, but that's okay. Do that to ignore attrition. And let's see here. Wow, it's a lot of artillery. Right, where is my ambush stance? Not a guarantee, but I'll make the effort. Over there. Another thing I'm learning at this point, invest in walls. Can't always guarantee I'll have an army, and these take forever to upgrade, so I might as well just make sure that all my investments are safe. But yeah, Morkar is here to get rid of and earn all the money over here, because I think by this point they should be good to be reclaimed. I'll deal with this army here, which, to be fair, I shouldn't even be able to take any settlements at this point, so that's great in our favour. And then we'll just keep going, and we'll go and deal with all those Skaven settlements. Sorry, I mean, all those ruined settlements. We're going to go claim all those ruined settlements that are definitely not Skaven settlements. That would be outrageous. But yeah, so we've dealt with one enemy, so the bloody hands are gone. We've got lots of other enemies, but most of them appear to be self-limiting each other, which is very much in our favour. That's them trying to leave. Great, that's what we wanted. Let's get all the money we can get off them, because we've got replenishment already. Now we'll be out of the swamps. We've congratulations, we've did it. We secured the swamp. I feel so proud of everything I've achieved. Progress will decay unless the battle is fought this turn. Well, it's going to decay, so that's fine. We'll take that settlement. That's good there. Particularly high level garrison. Right. This could be a gamble. If I can beat their army here, though, this will be hilariously good. Okay. So they've got a lot of siege equipment. But their siege equipment's probably better on the defense than it is on the attack. So I'm hoping that they don't sally out to fight us. Because if they don't, yeah, I think we're in the money. Final upgrades there, because now I can get things like Corns Chosen for them, which is melee attack, melee defense, physical resistance for all my human infantry. Perfect. And I believe, where's the one for... What affects my... Is this... Oh, and my bloodletters as well. Awesome, right, yeah, that is 100% an upgrade. And then I can get Revel in Slaughter, which is leadership and melee attack for all my units. Yeah, this is... Oh, I like the feeling of power this gives. Like, okay, my finances are... We don't talk about them. Everything is quite expensive. But you just got to make sure you invest. You invest in places where it's safe to invest, and they are 100% going to declare war on me in the very near future. I may go for a peace treaty with the Skaven just so I can get ready for Thorgrim faster. It's not the right decision though. Because I need to keep earning money, and they are the only good option at this point for me to earn quick money. Yeah, that's what I needed. Okay, we got it's a quick victory, but invest. Let's just make sure these banners are all on units, because that'll make some difference to the outcome. Okay, so I keep my heroes, I keep my units of chosen, I lose units I can replace as I want, and I keep the bloodthirster. Yep. And we get a settlement. And now they need to rebuild that army. And I can rebuild my army faster. Yes, good. Okay, that's what I want to see. Right, so first we're going to go here and we're going to burn this place down. Already burnt. Good. In that case, then we're going to go over here and burn this place down. We're going to go back to this army and we're going to start recruiting bloodletters, which we can recruit locally, which is great. That's a reasonably decent army, but with the turn of replenishment, we'll just make sure we invest in making sure these are as punchy as possible. Gonna need it. Effect. Make you ability. Yes, yes, yes. That need. Again. Yeah. And well, let's see. Where's the buildings that's going to give me Minotaurs eventually? I saw Minotaurs in the list of units I can get apparently, so I want to see. I want to see where I get Minotaurs from. Crushers, Chaos Knights, Soul Crushers, Grinders, War Shrines. Where do I get my Minotaurs from? Is it only like a main settlement building or something? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it'll be yeah, there we go. Minotaurs of Khorne, Chosen of Khorne, Minotaurs of Khorne with great weapons, Chosen of Khorne with dual weapons, and I'm going to guess the last one will be Bloodthirsters. Right, okay. So that's what we need. That's why we can't. The Minotaurs are an endgame unit for us. That's all good. Okay, right. So with that in mind, let's... That earns a 60, that earns a 60, and cultists, which give us casualty replenishment. Right, so we need to get cultists, definitely. Investing there, keep... Got an army here, so I might as well... Territory which we're now actually claiming. Plus it's green territory, so why would I not? What's Mathrak? Okay, that's not the same thing. Okay. This might be a... I think Morkal, like... I mean, if that dwarf army goes straight for us, I think it'll be a very, very close fight. But I think there's a chance they might not. But if I just get one turn of recruitment... there we go, they went straight. But if they're sieging us, that means they don't think they can take us straight up in a fight. So as long as I sally out immediately, I think that means that we can quickly drive them back. Let's see. What will we lose? Everything that we lose there is entirely an acceptable loss. Good, good, good. That's their last army dealt with, so recruitment's going to still go ahead. Scarbrand is going to keep punching Skaven settlements, as is my want. Yes, I'll have my 10,000 gold, please. And then I'm going to go this way. Put you there so we ignore attrition. And then check our settlements are all... Oh, excellent. They joined the side of chaos. That's growing, that's growing. Yes, yes, yes. I sound like a Skaven. Yes, yes, yes! Oh, grow fast, grow fast! Be more, no, I am here to kill in noble slaughter and great battles, rah, 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 rah. Okay, we'll keep reducing the cost of that. I'll get a turns recruitment. We're not losing money just passively. Wow, okay, this is going to cost us so much money to upgrade all of these things. Again, that's now a tier 3 settlement, so I am 100% investing in its safety. Now control this region, so corn corruption for me and corn corruption in the adjacent provinces. Public order is recovering, public order is slowly degrading because it's just how it is. So, okay, so they have 2 armies. That's not even close to a threatening army. That will fall over like tissue paper, but it does have a lot of their regiments of renown in it. So it matters how strong that army is, but they've got 2 settlements in my range here, so it's just going to be a case of whichever direction those armies go in, I'll go in the other. And if one of them suddenly mysteriously disappears, well, I'll know where they've gone. Right, so their armies are in Crooked Fang Fort. I still think I can take them. Unless that turns out to be a... Well, I'll check if it's a major settlement before. Because if it's a major settlement, it might have a decent garrison. But if it's not a major settlement, then we could probably very quickly resolve it. By resolve it, I mean rapidly remove a Skaven infestation. Let's find out. They're probably going to run away. Nope. Whoa, okay. Nope. I choose not to lose my entire army for that. So we're going to go over here instead. That's what we want. And then we'll move towards... High Peak. What are we doing over here? Good, that's... Replenish there, replenish there, replenish there. Once that turn of recruitment's done, I should be able to go for that army and rapidly clear that up. Oh, next level of tech. Good, what we got here? Right. Blade of Corn for all armies, so that's just a big explosion. That's a good start. More melee attack for all my infantry, but even worse diplomatic relations. Okay, that's 5% cavalry replenishment, that's worth having. Guaranteed bloodthirsters for every one of those armies I can create when I've got the money. Bloodthirster recruitment duration down. Okay, I'm liking a lot of these. Tools collected from the enemy plus 50% all armies. That's quite useful to have for now, though. Let's get you even better. Right, which settlements are upgraded? Oh, we've got a cult. Another cult, you say? Well, in that case, then, more passive skull income, please. End turn and see what it looks like. So, the question is, where is... So, I think, right, if I try to attack Queek Headtaker's army in one of his major settlements, then they'll probably be able to take me. But outside of that, outside of a garrison, I don't think they've got the best odds of being able to do much, really. We've broken the back of the Dwarven forces, and with the turn of recruitment we're about to do, I think we can then move into clearing out all of those 3 settlements they've got. So let's have a gander at this. Yeah, I can definitely take that settlement. And then I can take these two relatively easily. Right, so I'm going to create an army there. And that's so that army can go north and south and clear those two settlements, because they're not particularly well defended. I'm going to send this army all the way over here to start taking these settlements, because then we can wipe the dwarves out. So we'll finish that off for you. And your commander also needs to be finished off as well. We'll go for, again, sustained by slaughter, because upkeep production is very important for this faction. Because I don't have many ways of making money, and when I'm not fighting, I'm not earning, so I need to keep that ticking over. Oop. Let's click that button for now so I don't immediately fight, so I can click this button. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Now I can do this and get even more money from this. There's another 7,000 gold for me. And then I'm going to go and punch this settlement here. I'm going to turn this one into skulls. That's for the Skull Throne. Then I've still got movement left, so... That's a decent army. I will then move over to Valley of Sorrow over here. A lot of fight. So much fun. Get that, because that's the weaker version of the one we'll get eventually. So I'm going to guess that's just going to be melee attack. Okay, yeah, still a pretty good bonus. And where have we got building upgrades? Yep, so we invest again. Yes, and we'll get a garrison, because at this point, holding my territory is just as important as anything. Well, we don't have to pay for growth, because our growth comes from all of our armies fighting. Which we've now got. Yeah, we've got this army fighting over here. This army is going to fight these settlements over here. And then probably move down to Temple of Skulls, actually. That's probably not a bad decision. We're going to keep investing over here to upgrade this building. That's going to take a little while to get there. Again, yep, keep that going. Yeah, because that should earn us at least a little bit of cash, so that should meet our requirements for upkeep, and then this can get into these settlements, and they're not going to earn us loads because we raided them relatively recently. But the real moneymaker is going to be Scarbrand around here. Question is now, what are the Skaven going to do? Because if Queek moves his army out of that settlement at any point, he loses it. Right, so he's given up Valley's Sorrow, which means I can probably take Caracate Peaks, which will be worth quite a lot, because that's a very major settlement. So let's see how this one goes. So yeah, the Skaven... Wow, the Skaven are really not having a great time. They've gone from peace treaty to me just going, actually, I think I'm just going to take all of your territory, slowly but surely. Yep, that's what we need. 1,000 gold for that, and wow, that's been raided recently, but we're still going to get enough from it. Still get enough cash, and then we're going to move towards Caracate Peaks. So at this point, they might consider turning their army around, but if they do that, we'll see. Right, so I want to burn this down unless it's worth a lot of money. This is a decent amount of cash, fair enough. And I'll move you the rest of your movement. Oh wait, no, you can't replenish, can you? I'll move you down there to take there. You can go across here. Because yeah, let's say they're recruiting there. They're going to keep trying to recruit armies, but we're just going to keep punching them. And I've got all chosen now, which means that they're all good. Yeah, they've all got wow, they're getting really spicy. They also get the bonus, which is nice. I don't think they get it. Yeah, unbreakable. So in your case, let's go for that resistance. Make it even tougher to take out, especially to fact, it's even better against Skaven. I'll just make sure we've got all of our buildings going up here. Income generated, yes. Where else have we got buildings that we can put? There, so this is all going to be... Effectively, I'm building garrisons everywhere in the hopes that this is going to be very slow for them to take when they eventually do, because I'm fully expecting the dwarves to declare war on us. Although at the moment our relationships are improving because I'm, well, attacking a lot of rat men for them. So this might actually delay the inevitable war with them. We'll have to see on that front. Let's see how this looks like. Uh-oh, there's Krokgar. Okay. That's a different issue. Okay, the army now needs to be used to hold territory. Okay, can I... I can probably beat Krokgar with the army I've got going north. Probably not worth it, though. This army won't get much advantage. So, anywhere I go that has a better chance of getting an ambush off. Oh, percent there. Let's try that. Right, so this now needs to move very rapidly with this. We take that, we take that, we attack it because we need the money. We then occupy it as well because I need the dwarves to not be there. Then next turn we're going to go for Lost Plateau. Because yeah, that's the way to go there. Scarbrand, who is over here, going... Oh, I'm still trapped within that region. That settlement's fine by me. Let's go through him, please. And then we'll go for Carrick 8 Peaks. And there we go. That was the big one. Take that, sack the settlement for all the money we can get. And it seems I've still got some skulls left. I will claim it. This is a good settlement to have. What sort of plague is that? Okay, yeah, it's not the you can't replenish plague, so that's useful to know. That's all going strong there. Right, so yeah, so now we can turn around. We've got a foothold in this region. Morkheim has already got a garrison being built. That's we're holding on. Got a good bit of money there, but I think that's what we're going to call it for today. So this very much... let's just do some quick upgrades of his stats. Let's just keep investigating these ones then. Weapon strength and hit points, yes. So yeah, this has been a... we went from having a very small region of the map to suddenly a lot of our enemies falling very quickly. We've still got quite a lot of enemies, but that's really not an issue for us. And now it's just a case of making sure that we don't push too hard. But like I say, I think we're now in the actually look at what of our achievements for victory are. But till then, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.